The Weekend Sports Breakfast on talkSPORT.
It's quiz time with teammates Mr. Andy Townsend and Mr. Tony Cascarino. Football friends. Oh, how nice.
Footy friends! Footy friends!
And the fires are howling, we're down in the valley tonight. There's a man in the shadows with a gun in his eye, and a blade shining oh so bright. So we gotta make the most of all one night together. When it's over, you know, we won't be so alone.
Go for it.
Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. And when the night is over, like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone, gone, gone.
Yes.
Like a bat out of hell, gone, gone,
That was
gone.
shortly before Meatloaf collapsed, wasn't it?
Well,
I think it was, yeah.
I mean, Meatloaf actually. Do you know what, Mike? It was so funny because he was sat there, and of course, Mike and I before the show had decided that Mike wanted to give his own rendition, which he claimed was better than Meatloaf's
Well, he
original
would say
version.
that, yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm just watching his face as Mike stood up, altered his mic and his body position, right, to maximise technique, and then when he started, it was a scream, absolutely.
What do you mean it was a scream?
Well,
it was a
pretty awful version of. I mean, most of your songs are terrible. That one was worse than anything.
It was a cultural appreciation.
They don't make music like that anymore.
No, they don't indeed. So come in, guys. Good to see you.
Very good to see you here.
Good to see you, Michael.
Very good to see you
I was
guys.
fascinated by your conversation about the year 1993.
Yes.
Because the year 1993 was the year that I moved back to England.
Okay.
Porky moved to New York to live in my apartment.
In the other way,
pledging to stay there for 2 years. There was a bit of a housing
What,
crisis.
stalking you?
Was that?
No. I rented my apartment to him in New York.
Yeah.
And he said, I said, look, I can't sell it at the moment because there's a bit of a housing, crunch going on.
That's right, yeah.
And he said, don't worry, I'll rent it from you for 2 years. The Daily Express will pay the rent, so nobody's going to get hurt. It'll be fine. Yeah. I said, fantastic. After about 3 months, he rang me and said, I don't really like it in New York. I'm going to move to Washington.
That's right, yeah.
That was very nice.
So he abandoned the flat, right?
I didn't.
Which I then had to hand back to the bank because I couldn't afford to keep the payments up on it.
He obviously paid up for the 2-year rent that you'd agreed.
No, that was the Daily Express's problem, not mine.
So I had to hand the keys back to the bank.
Don't you think we should be talking about today's show?
The apartment is now worth, right?
Yes.
£1.3 million.
Are you bitter?
In Manhattan.
No,
because, what are you going to do? That's what happens when you rely on people who let you down constantly.
Yeah. You've never let me down, you know what I mean?
No, I haven't actually.
On a daily basis you let me down just by turning up at this studio.
You lost me my apartment in New York. You quit this very successful show we used to have.
Do you know why?
And then you came back. That was the worst thing.
Do you know why I call you loaf-face? I call him loaf-face for 2 reasons. First of all, look at his face. It looks like an uncooked loaf.
So from Meatloaf to loaf-face.
Loaf-face. But also...
Yours looks like a hairy basketball, but I mean, what do I care?
He's also an idle loafer. But anyway, let's get to today's show.
Correct.
Because I tell you what, the outpouring of emotion for old Claudio Ranieri has been absolutely enormous from within the footballing world, and we've got a wine flavour to the stories today, Mike.
We have as well, because apparently the guy that fired him was busy browsing £500,000 worth of wine.
He was buying
while he was sort of texting his Oppo to say, can we get rid of this guy now?
This is
really?
This is the Leicester chairman, Vichai Srivadhana Prabhahaba.
Yes.
Excuse me, what's your problem?
You still can't pronounce it.
And he's browsing around in this place called, what's it called?
It's called Hedonism Wine.
Hedonism Wine.
Where you can get a nice bottle of Barolo for about £120,000.
Yeah. What?
120 grand for a bottle of wine.
And he's buying a bit of wine. But guess who else is a customer of this establishment?
Jose Mourinho, who also goes there and is seen quite often carrying a little bag away.
So what do you think he's going to take the Leicester job?
What, Jose?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's going to do that. But, I mean, I'll tell you who isn't also going to take it. Yesterday, in our show yesterday, Porky was absolutely sure that Roberto Mancini was next in line.
No chance.
And I showed him the tweet that he had sent out in which he said that he felt sorry for his friend. I said, that means he's not going to get it. He said, no, 100% he's going to get the job. Yeah. 5 minutes later, he announced he was not in for it.
Do you think...
Porky jinx.
Do you think player power? Do you think in this day and age, with owners that live far away, many miles away, not around the club on a daily basis, do you think that players now almost have the right? It is their duty.
Well, you should know better because you two are professionals. What I would say is this: that club were heading for relegation.
Yes.
Did the owners have any option but to take action? And were they heading for relegation because Mr. Ranieri could not motivate the players the way he did last season?
So come on, tell me what's happening on your show,
I think what also goes on, by the way, is a bit like what used to happen sometimes in some newspapers, where certain individuals become matey with the owner. And so they talked to the owner around the side.
Oh, that was Mike, wasn't it?
A bit like Mike with the owner's ear.
A bit like that, because they love him over at News. But I mean, no, the thing is that...
well, you can't blame him.
But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, because a lot of owners who buy football teams, they like the glamour, they like to be able to tell their mates, look, I'm just going to ring Jamie Vardy up from their yacht in the Mediterranean.
That's right.
And say, hey, Jamie, how you doing? And I think that kind of thing goes on. So maybe that's how this starts. And so the manager gets stuck in the middle.
Come on, Mike, tell us what's happening on the show.
I'm going to give him a posh test, because I've got a list of things that you should have in your house if you think you've got a posh house. You know how he's always going on about how he's got this penthouse.
Mike, there's a line there for you. When he says to you, have you got posh, you say, which one?
Yes, exactly.
Which house do you mean?
Yeah,
Mike?
exactly.
Well, only yesterday he revealed to me that he owns hundreds of apartments.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Hundreds?
No, I don't.
How many, Mike?
I have an interest in a property business where hundreds of students live, but, I'm not a...
Yeah, all in one room.
No.
A slum landlord.
No, some of them are in the garage, actually.
Right, and so posh, so some posh.
Well, we're doing a bit of that. We also have a 1 minute moan. Porky always moans about the same thing.
I'm going to be moaning about an eminent politician today, okay? Because
it's always
get
about
on my
him,
nerves.
really,
get on my nerves.
And then we'll be looking ahead to lots of great. My last 4 trebles, I've got 3 of them right.
Okay.
Wow.
So we'll be talking about that.
You're doing the wrong job,
I thought we were talking about drinks for a minute there, Mike.
That's usually what he's into. And of course, Davy Moyes claiming a bit of the credit for the way Everton are playing at the moment. And I have to say, Davy Moyes was a great servant to Everton, so I'm not going to have a go at
do you remember that time he picked you up in the coach?
Yes, I do, yes.
He came on and talked to us and said he thought you were a vagrant.
No.
That's what he said.
No, he put me on the coach because he wanted me to exude that sort of, commanding presence that I have to his players. And, of course, we won 5-2 that day.
Great
We
stuff.
were only playing Scunthorpe in the cup, but it doesn't matter.
Indeed. 2 mics are up in about 22 minutes' time here on talkSPORT. Now, you're right. Yeah, indeed. Victoria, thank you very much for that.
Cheers, Vicky.